Hello everyone. My last two videos that I talked to y'all on here, and I just came out of the blue, kind of almost out of the closet even, and just started talking about my health. They were kind of discombobulated, um, and they were kind of, I can definitely see how they were confusing and out of the blue. And when you're talking about something as personal and as intimate as your health, um, first off, that usually isn't talked about publicly. And then when you do talk about it, it's something that you're having to deal with on a daily and continuous basis, and it's just a part of your life. So you don't think anything of it to suddenly just pop up and start talking about it. But for anyone who has no clue about what's going on in your own personal life, it will very much seem very odd and weird and off the wall. Um, so yeah, I decided to get on here and kind of just reiterate and clear up any, I don't know, any possible confusions about what I said in my last two videos. And just basically say the whole thing all over again, but put it into more of a coherent and why am I talking about this message. The thing is that my health is not that great. I have been internally bleeding. I have, and it's not a period. It's not female problems. It is my intestines. They bleed on and off. Um, and sorry, this is your warning. If you don't want to go further, click away now. This is gonna get grotesque. It's point blank. It's gonna. Sorry. So there you go. There's your warning to click away. So now that all the grossed out people are gone, um, so I have had to deal with intestinal bleeding off and on my whole life. A lot of times, that I don't know if the diarrhea causes that. I have had diarrhea that has caused that. Other times, I'm either constipated or I'm having diarrhea, and I'm either having deadly constipation that damn near kills me because it ends up being, a blockage or very close to it, or I end up just, squirting my guts out everywhere. I don't know how else to put it. And I've had internal bleeding here, and it's everything that the medical books say. It's black, it's coffee grounds, it's tarry stools, it's all of that, which, they're always like, oh, that's rectal cancer, that's gut cancer, but then they don't want to, administer any of the cures because I have no money for the cures. It's like I got just enough money for the diagnosis, but I don't got enough money for the cure. So I'm not going to go into that. I'm trying to keep this away from being political in any way, this video. So which is another reason why I don't like doctors anymore and I don't believe them, because since the beginning of me having intestinal cancer, I'm still alive. I've had a near-death experience, but I'm still alive. I've even had kidney disease, which I ended up researching and finding out that it was actually like kidney cancer, but I'm still alive. You know, After September 1st, 2014, I had a near-death experience. I did actually die, but I'm still alive. And they can't describe any of that. They can't answer any of that. And they never have, they don't now, they never will. Um, but these are personal things that I'm constantly having to deal with, and I'm terrified out of my mind right now. Absolutely terrified out of my mind, which is why I'm making this video at all. This is stuff that I have to deal with on a daily basis, I'm literally living between bowel movements, whether it's constipation or diarrhea. Um, Constipation, I get a little bit more living than I do with diarrhea, which just lays me out flat. And I'm sorry I'm so graphic, but this is my everyday life. I've had whole stand-up comedy routines in my mind, just trying to laugh all this horribleness off, and I wish I could stand up and do my routines, just to try to lessen the horribleness of it, but I don't think anyone would get it, and I think they get too grossed out. But anyway, the point of this video is the reason I came on and said all of that in those other two videos and this now. I am now going to start taking the Z-Pak, zithromycin, the antibiotic, and I am absolutely terrified on my mind to take it. I know it does cause diarrhea, so I'm going to have diarrhea on top of diarrhea, which I think I mentioned in one of my past videos here. I don't know if it was the first one or the second one right before this. I'm scared. I'm very, very scared. I ended up having some pretty severe allergic reactions last time. My stomach got very upset. I got swollen. I got hives. I got horrific itchiness. I started having seizure activity, and I started getting twitchy and very hyper. Um, and it was very weird. I don't know why, and these allergic reactions to these drugs have been growing. And the last time I took a Z-Pak, it was many years ago now. Um, I actually was wondering if they were changing the ingredient list that they made the drug out of, and I wouldn't be surprised if they did. You know, I think the last time I took a Z-Pak, Obama was still in office, maybe. Like at the very end of his presidency, or right before Trump got in, or right after Trump got. So it's been a while. I'm telling you, it's been a while. you know, um, but that also goes to show, I haven't been able to go to a doctor at all, and I haven't dared. I don't dare go to a family doctor. But the other half of this is, why am I taking a Z-Pak? Well, it's not because of my guts. It's not because I went to a family doctor. I have an infection in a tooth right here, and it's so bad that I cannot use this side of my jaw. This side of my jaw is out of commission. And now I know that the illness and the sickness that I've been feeling running through my body, I've had this feeling many times before, along with the, coming and going pain and numbness like I got in my jaw right now. Like right now, I'm entirely numb. But if I try to eat, it starts hurting. And then I'm not going to go into it. Some people can't take tooth pain. I can't take any pain. But yeah, it's bad. I can feel it. The infection is in my whole jaw now, and it's in the tooth. And now at least I do, and I'll have this record too. The way I've been feeling sick here, nauseous, and just like there's some sickness all over my whole body, that's actually the infection in my tooth. And that turns out that a lot of the problems I've been suffering through in my life have been infections of one kind or another. And it has been infections that have just gradually been running amok in my system. I wish to God that there was some way for me to take penicillin, because I'm sure that would knock out quite a lot of infections that I've had in my lifetime. I wish that I could take penicillin without dropping dead, and I wish that I could take penicillin without having exorcist, vomiting and diarrhea. That would be very, very nice, and without, swelling and getting hives and whatnot. But yeah. So basically, yeah, I'm gonna take the drug here now, and if so I'm just trying to clear up these last two videos, reiterate them, clarify them, let you know why I even came on, and let anyone know in the first place is because I'm having terrible gut problems. I now have an infection that even if I don't take the antibiotics, it will overtake me, and I don't want to have another near-death experience. I have to get this tooth drilled, and I don't need the infection going absolutely everywhere. I am really stuck between a rock and a hard place. I don't know what else to do other than just to take the antibiotic in small amounts as best I can until I start having an infection, and then pray that, until I start having a reaction, and then pray that the reaction doesn't grow, because as it sits in your guts, it becomes a cumulative effect. Yesterday's pill, and, the pill that you took 2 hours ago will build on top of the pill that you take now, and the pill that you take 2 hours from now, a cumulative effect that, it builds up over time. So, since this is at the 9-minute mark, I'm going to cut it off here, and I'm going to do 2 more videos here that are about things very important to me, that don't really have anything to do with this. But yeah, pray for me, meditate for me. I can feel all of your good feelings. I can feel all of your good thoughts towards me, and I can feel negative stuff towards me, which is why I believe in witchcraft and, occult stuff now. Not organized religion at all. And organized religion doesn't have an answer to this, but occult stuff and witchcraft and whatnot does. So spiritualism and whatnot does. So there you go. And I'm going to do 2 more videos here, and I hope to see you on the other side. Bye.